Morning, it's Friday the 19th of May. Just up and at it fairly early. It's only 5:30. I've come to see cattle. I have to go on a course today to put slug pellets on, so it's a all-day course, and then I have to go back to do an exam, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, they're starting to sort of eat up a fair bit of grass now. Oh, steady, steady. They've got their summer coats now though, and yeah, they look really smart. He does especially. Yeah, I was watching him off road yesterday, and bloody hell, he was strutting his stuff, looking as large as life. And calves, bloody hell, calves. Now they've got on fresh grass, they're just shifting. Really are sort of, you know, they're catching their parents up. But yeah, they're getting very eaten up at this side. But yon side, they've, in fact, we need to go for some knapsacks and knapsack all these beds of nettles off, because there's grass underneath there. Sort of, if we can kill there, there'll be more grass showing. They are going to eat the nettles, but some of them have ventured to yon side, but not all of them yet. As they get hungrier, they will. Yeah, but they're quite shapely little characters. This is a little bullock calf. This is a little bullock. And he's pretty well put together, really. This is an heifer. So, at the moment, we're thinking of keeping all heifers. But if it complicates things, we'll cash them in for beef. And keep getting our replacements from the usual source, you know, to build up the herd sort of thing. This is a little bullock. That's a bit of a plainer one. He's a nice looking thing. Yeah, in fact, they're all fairly well. That's a lovely little heifer. And then there's the number 9, what was tiny here. It's starting to catch up now. It was always a plain looking bloody thing, and it's starting to catch up. But this heifer stands beautiful, doesn't she? God, it's the best part of the day. You know, there's a little bit of traffic noise from main road, a few wagons, and birds are singing, nature's at ease sort of thing. It's bloody lovely. Got all our forward spring barley sprayed. Put a growth reg, it's fungicide and herbicide. It was right concoction, it was. And because bloody hell, they're getting real. I think they're getting hold of that slurry Jake brought, and we've only topped up with a few units of nitrogen. What are we giving them? But 40 units of nitrogen and plus the slurry, and it's looking too lush. Yeah, we've had to put a growth reg on, and we'll probably put another one on just to steady it up, because I mean, if it don't want to be too tall before harvest, unless it'll just lay down and make it hard work to harvest and affect its yield. So yeah, it's looking fantastic, that. We treated ourselves the other day to 4 new feeders. We get these feeders off a local firm, HDS Engineering. Really well put together. They are real dear and all. I always give them a bit of a plug because they're just a brilliant product and a decent firm. It's just Heath and his lad, Dale, and they're just very, very good feeders. And if you do buckle them up, you can just replace any bits you buckle. So yeah, you can opt for covers on top, but we make we make our own. Not for. Well, my idea is we're going to have different feeder systems going on, a little bit different sort of regime. We're looking for, well, we found a couple of feeder systems. probably this winter we'll rig them up, and we don't know where, and they'll probably interfere with the sheets what are he built. So we're going to just sort of retrofit our own. But yeah, brilliant feeders there. In fact, if you're local, I won't even entertain anything else, because bloody hell, the ones we've had in the past from other firms, they're just junk, absolute junk. Phil's on with this. We want to get, he's got a load of chalk yesterday, and we want a basin here for harvest. In fact, we've got a plan for this shed, but this year we'll probably just dump a load of, loads of corn in it just to keep combine going. And maybe even store a little bit. There is a front going on there, and a side on there. But we're going to sort of, I don't know, we're thinking about crimping some barley. But whether there's a market for crimped barley, I don't know. We just have to sort of do our research, but it won't be this year. But we're sort of toying with the idea of some of our real problem blackgrass areas, putting six row barley and combining it real early when moisture's about 30-35%, and then put it in a clamp in here and crimp it and then sell it in winter to cowmen and bullockies. So we're sort of rigging this one up to do that. But yeah, anyway, he's ironing a roller off a pal of ours, and he's going to get some chalk in here to a level, so we can get some gobbo poured in it next week, which is going to be a frightening expense, in it, because Christ almighty, last time we bought it was 126 quid a cube, and that was about a year ago. So what it is now, I don't know. It'll no doubt gone up again, won't it? I think it's all profiteering though. I mean, yeah, transport, diesel's come back down. You know, it's just all, I don't know, profiteering. Yeah, what I said.
You shouldn't have done.
Caught me nicking flowers out at Vicarage. He's just trimming my paddocks up. We ought to get some stock in them really, but just sort of knocking it over, and what we'll do, we'll row it up and sling it in pigs. Just tidy it up a bit. To be honest, it looks like there's a lot on it. drizzling grass about. First grass we've cut, and we're hoping to make it into an hay, but it's very early and it's very sappy, so the weather will really have to be on our side. But Christ, is a monstrous crop to say what time of year it is. I mean, it's only the 20th of 21st, about 20th or 21st of May, so it's very early, but yeah, very good crop. In fact, I'm having bloody trouble with the PTO clutch clacking. It keeps giving up. It seems to get a big lump, and I've gone as slow as I can now. I'll go in slower than I was. But yeah, we joined with, there were 6 red-tailed kites. Yeah. Because when I first kept, there was none, and I thought, bloody hell, usually at this time, you know, when you work in here, a lot of red-tailed kites come out of this wood. And anyway, they've arrived, so yeah, it's a beautiful day though. It's about 22 degrees. It's a right drying day, but it needs it. So, and the smell of fresh cut or fresh turned hay is something special. You know, if you ever worked among it, it's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, very pleasing crop. Phil was having a bit of bother with mower going one way. The grass was that heavy that it was lent over, and he had to cut it one way, which was a bit of a nuisance for him. But it's into big lump. There's this, and then there's another bit on the hillside there. 2, 4, 6. We were going to replace this passenger tedder. I think I maybe told you, but we never sort of, I don't know, got organised. Oh heck. Looks like he's had 2 blades missing. That'll look bonny, won't it, when it's regrowing? It's a bit wide cut. Oh, beautiful. Keeps doing that. Yeah, we're going to replace this passenger tedder. We were going to buy well, we looked for a Lely. In fact, I bid hard on a couple of them, but that's very sought after. A Lely 6-rotor tedder. They've just got a little bit of a different tine set up, and I think they move it a lot better, and you don't bust tines as much either. You know, I'm looking for either 4 or a 6. 6 preferably, but 4 would do. They're just hard to find. And the one I was bidding on actually meant just shy of £6, and it was all right. But on my last bid, I noticed a big crack in the beam, so I'm glad I did get outbid. I don't know how our friends the kites have gone, but all of a sudden they've just disappeared. Oh, they're over there in distance. We put some 40-yard muck on, well it wasn't, it was the compost mixed with pig muck out of them passages on this grass last back end, and it's done a fantastic job. I know we've had a different season, as in a lot more rain to make the grass grow, but that's a fair swath of grass, and I'm struggling to go slow enough without my bloody PTO clutch going. So the plan is we're going to, we think these grasses have grown out now. So what we're going to do, I'm probably going to put some muck on this one and that one for its next cut, to build up that green matter, and maybe even before we drill it at the back end, put some more muck on, so we've got a right, oh, see, it's just a nightmare. Yeah, put some more muck on and drill straight into the pocket thing. plan is to direct drill into the sward, I think, wheat. Try and have a wheat crop off it and see how that does. It is grassed up here because it's terrible land though, it's horrible bloody clay. But I think the grass will have done that much at the condition of the soil that it'll be totally different stuff. Yeah, if we just drill into this. It's handy having this little McCormick tractor because I mean we come like this will need turning tomorrow, and instead of it's only 4 miles from base, but it's to do in it. So we'll come and pick up tomorrow. Phil will probably come and bring a load of muck with him, tip it up, and then turn it, and then bring his trailer back. You know, save running about for now. But yeah, this little McCormick's just handy on jobs like this. I mean, it doesn't interest thieves and pinching GPS or one thing or other. And yeah, it's a good old tractor. Lovely. I like it. I think it's a real nice environment to work in. Job boss. That's a bit of a poor crop, that's a bit disappointing, but other one, fantastic. Well, that one's a bit of muck on this year. And yeah, prepare it for back end throwing in with wheat. I think it'll drill nice into that. That's a beautiful day. Cloud in the sky. In fact, there's a hint of smell of barbecue in the air. We're having a barbecue.